report that you will be providing to your supervisor in addition to the WSR report is the age receivables with the notes. So you will be generating this from Rent Manager. You can go ahead and select age receivables with notes right here. You're going to select the property. So for our demonstration purposes, I will select this one. You are going to uncheck up here because we only want one WSR Manager AR notes, and then the number of notes to show is always going to be 1. So this report is really important because it will show us any delinquencies that is owed to the property. So when we pull up this report, it's really important that we have detailed and accurate notes on here, because if we haven't got a payment from a tenant, we want to know when can we expect a payment. So when you pull up this report, it'll show you for this property all of the tenants and their unit numbers. It'll show us how much they owe the property right here. So this could be, rent that has never been paid, maintenance charges, any type of fees. So anything that's owed to the property from that tenant will be displayed in this report. So when we pull this report, the notes that we want to include are going to be the most important. So we want to know, when is this tenant going to be paying? So as we can see from right here, this tenant has a new payment plan that's been pending, a new payment plan here. So a lot of these have a new payment plan, which is good, and that kind of explains why these tenants haven't been provided a notice or sent to eviction right here. So it looks like all of these tenants, the manager reached out to put them on a payment plan. Always make sure that your supervisor approves any payment plan, but these notes are really good. We have the dates in here as well, 9/23, 9/23. So these notes are up to date. So for example, if the manager didn't have the new payment plan pending, an acceptable note would be, so say you reached out to this tenant and they realized how far behind on rent they were and they're going to make a payment by the end of today. So that's another note that you can put in, put the date today, and then say tenant to make a payment by end of day today with the date. So we have that information when we can expect payment, or if this tenant is in eviction, you'll put eviction as a note. So I pulled some other property information so we can get a more holistic feel for some other types of notes that you can put in. So we have the age receivables for a few properties right now. So we can just go through the notes. So we can see here tenants will move out 9/30 as they cannot afford units. So this is some of the type of notes that you can put in. Same with this one. I guess an email was sent regarding the negative balance, so I'd say more follow-up would be necessary right here because that is a really large sum. So whether or not we're going to move forward with an eviction or some type of payment plan, because we need to get that balance settled. We can see that a lot of these are on a COVID hardship payment plan, so they detailed out what's been paid and what still needs to be paid. So this is really great with the updated dates right here. The resident will pay full amount of water bill on 9/26. You can see a remote hearing is set up for this, so this one is an eviction. So these notes are really great. I would say the less notes you have to put in, the better, because that means that you have more of your collections dialed in. So why don't we go ahead and show you how to make a note. So all of these names right here are actually active hyperlinks. So I can click on this hyperlink and it's going to take me straight to that tenant's profile in Rent Manager. So how we put a note is super simple. You're going to go to History and Notes. You're going to put Add Note. add note. The category is going to be one WSR AR manager AR notes right here. The note. So this is when you're going to start with the date. And then your comments will come in here. You're going to hit save and close. And that note will be displayed in their history of notes. So you can see that remote hearing set, that's that note right here. And it will then populate on your AR. So after you review and add notes for every entry, you're going to email the document to yourself, and you're going to include it in a stack with your WSR and your AUM notes.